Hi. Some of you are already aware that latest update brought to us ability to create custom widget UI for player main HUD. So now we can create and control custom health and shield bars, player avatar icon, and text blocks inside widget UI. And in this video, I will show you how to create most of it. So let's begin. I have prepared most necessary stuff for our testing. So let's just look. So I have Apple as just to show that our health can be restored. Then I have shield ring. Then I have weapon. Then we will check how we're updating avatar icon. I just put the wall so then I can hide when I'm just restoring health. And then we have just quad with a rifle. So everything's super simple, nothing fancy. And super important right now, what we need is HUD control. So this one previously, it was controlling just HUD without our custom stuff. But now if you scroll down, so as you can see in here, I don't have anything special. So everything by default. And now we have player info widget override. So in here, we can input our widget UI. So just make sure that, because I'm not overriding anything, so in your island settings, you don't have disabled anything like any UI elements. Otherwise, of course, they probably won't work. Okay, so let's start with material maybe. So I will create new folder. It will be main HUD. Now, and I will create material instance. So I will create two of them. One will be for HP, so our health. And second will be for our shield. Then in here, user interface and translucent. Then we need texture coordinates, subtracted from 0.5, flow 2, because this is flow 2. Then I need arctangent to fast. Then this one goes to Y, this one X. Height by 6283. So if we preview, so you see we're creating this radial gradient. So this will be this will be progress bar for radial, or so like circular or square. We'll have how many segments, so it will be based on the segments. By default, I will set maybe 20. So in here, in art, we will control our progress and we will floor it. So here we can have the root node. So in here, instead of just adding progress directly, yeah, like that, I want to keep it between 0 and 1, but I don't want to do remapping. What I want to do is basically have 0 to 1 based on maximum and current amount of health player will have, or shield, for example, player will have. Because in a game, player may have more, maybe maximum. Maybe in your game, you can you allow player to get more than 100, for example. So then it will adjust automatically. If I will remap it, that wouldn't work. So what I will do, I will have another scalar parameter, and it will be progress maximum. So by default, I will set it to 100, but then we will control that from the widget. So this one on 100 as well. And we will divide it. So divided progress by maximum, we will get between 0 and 1. There will be some warning in widget UI, but yeah, later I will show you and explain. Then we want this control segmentations, like separation. So we need subtract. and we'll this one from 4. And if you want control, okay, let me show you. So you see, this is basically what we're doing. So it's how wide this separations are. If you want to control that from material instance, so basically later for the parameters, you can create scalar parameter like that. Okay. I don't want that, so I want to always keep on 0.05. So I will just keep it like that value. Again, if you want, just create scalar parameter and then you can control. Okay, now let's create progress bar itself shape. So for that, what we will use? Let's use generate round rectangle. And cool stuff with this one is basically with adjustments of some of the parameters, we can get circle from that, but same time we can get, let's say, square or rectangle, like different shapes, just with a few parameters change. So it's really is like adjustable for our needs instead of like creating different materials later on. Okay, so what I will need is just create vector 4 parameter, so then I can control 4 parameters in one in one parameter in material instance. It will be easier. Here we can name them. So it will be size X. So I want separate vertically and horizontally. So then we can get different shapes instead of just only square. Corner radius. So this will help us to make it or a circle or, for example, square. And sharpness. Sharpness is actually, so I'm naming these parameters as here, but the sharpness actually will work for us as a width of the progress bar. Okay, so we need combine this size X and size Y and connect it into box dimension and then corner radius and sharpness. Fine. Center, it's 0.5, 0.5. It's basically in the center of our UVs. So for me, it's fine. Maybe you want to, for some reason, shift it. So then you can control, for example, like this parameter, and you can adjust your values. Okay, that's fine. Now we need sign. And if I will preview this, actually, I didn't input any numbers. So I will use 145, 145. And you see, this is our square. Then if I will use same number, 145, in the corner radius, you see, now we have circle. Like it's like we don't need then separate stuff for that. And if I will lower that, see, we can get with round edges this square like that. Pretty cool. And sharpness, I will set it to 3. So now we have more sharpness in there. And again, 45. Cool. And if I will send it through the sign, bam, we have our line. So in the previous my tutorial, what I was doing, I had 2 parameters and then I'm creating outer and inner circle and then subtracting one from another. But now with a sign, we can do it fast and easier. Cool. So we have that. What I want final step is control the sharpness, because that sharpness, it's actually, I can show you. If I will now lower that, you see, it controls a little bit sharpness, but same time it controls width, as I said, of the line. So what we need we need separate control for the sharpness, for the smoothness of that. So I will use smooth step after I will use already sign. So it goes into value, and if I will preview, so let's create parameters. So it will be contrast minimum and contrast maximum. So maximum I will set 0.6 and this one 0.2. And if we will connect, you will see now it's much sharper line. So we combine in here. So let's first create lerp, and I will create two colors, one for background. So when our progress, when we don't have that progress, so progress bar is not filled yet, and then for the area where it's filled. Later in material instance, I will adjust for health and shield separately anyways. And this is progress. So this is B, this is A. We'll go into final color. So now we need mask. We will progress mask. Then we need progress bar, and segmentations will be here. And saturation, just as protection, because we need between 0 and 1 here. So you can see it's already working. Segments as well. Bar and segments, saturation, and opacity. And that's it. So we have what we need. And now in here, so you see our progress. If we lower, so it lowers 100. Oh, so this is done. Now, before jumping in Widget UI, I want to create mask, so basically material for our avatar icon. So instead of just taking a player icon and inputting as a texture, I want to input that into material, because then in material, I want to control something. So material, let's create material instance. In here again, user interface and translucent. And actually, I can grab some stuff from progress bar. Actually, I need just this stuff. And I don't need sign. Basically, what I need is this mask. Then this mask, I will connect into opacity. So it means where is white, it will be visible, where is black, it's not. So for example, when my circular progress bar will be around the icon, if icon for some reason will be square, and it could be, so basically it won't overlap with my progress bar, because I will apply this mask on top of that. So it will always perfect. And beauty of this, because it's again, we can adjust this and we can make square. So you can have icon on a square background. So it basically will be as a square. So we directly can connect this. Actually, I need like that. And I don't need progress bar, just contrast. There is nothing else in this material. So directly into opacity. And in here, not color, I need texture sample. And convert to parameter, avatar icon. So naming is super important, yeah, because we will use that later in Widget UI. And by default, we need input something, otherwise there will be error. So let's just input any icon. And cool stuff with this is that you can take this alpha and do more stuff with that, because icons, from what I saw, icons from avatars, they come with opacity, so basically no background. So it means they have alpha information, and then you can it means blend with something based on this alpha. But yeah, I don't need that. Save, and that's done. And now it's time for widget. So right click, user interface, widget blueprint, user widget. right away I can input it in here, so I won't forget. Let's open and add canvas, then overlay in here. So it's anchored to the left corner, so this is where I want. You can anchor it and position where you want. Okay, so I will set offset 40 and 40 and size 180 to 180. Okay, that's fine. So now let's start adding our stuff. So this will be center, center, and yeah, so this will be our background. Let's start with 120, 120, and then we'll see. Now another image. Well, center, center. So this one, 150, 150. And then I can duplicate this one, and this will be our shield. First of all, let's change colors so we can clearly see what's where. With a shield, no, with a, oh yeah, it's a shield. Let's start with HP. So when it drops, instead of gray background, I want to be red. So it's like indicator, this is bad. Okay, and leave on green. So let's set it back to 100. Fine. And this one, I will keep on a gray, but instead of green, I want maybe light blue. Now we can adjust maybe more of this, like that, closer. And this background image as well. Yeah, this looks fine. And now we can add text. So this will be our nickname. Set it to the center. So whatever you will input here, it will go from the center, so like in both directions. And as well, center, center, and offset. Don't care about size, but basically it will tell a nickname of the player. And let's name everything. Let's do some binding now. So add view model. In here, don't add this one. I tried with this one, it won't work. Something else. So because you see they look really similar, but you need this one. And we can start. So avatar icon, let's start with that. So plus always brush, because this input is our brush. And then from here we need, because this is not image, this is material, so we need to use set texture parameter. Okay, now our texture parameter, it was avatar icon. Okay, and now for this one, value, it will be, in here we have player avatar icon. So if we compile, it's green, means good. Now, what additionally we want to do, again, maybe you want that, maybe not, I just want to show that in the video, is basically, let's say if we eliminated, I don't want to show this UI part, maybe instead you want to show something else, and you can, because now there's like extra parameters, really cool. But let's say we just want to remove that. So plus again, in here, set visibility, and then conversion, and we need visibility from Boolean. So Boolean is basically information, true or false. So in here, we need link. And if we look now into our parameters, so all of this with this is Boolean. So it's really cool. We see what we can get. So for example, is down but not out, right? So if, for example, player in that state, you can display something, right? So for example, you can have separate text or you can have separate image. And same as I will do now with elimination, you can do same with any other. So you can just like follow same pattern. So you see like it's disconnected, reviving, right? What I'm interested is eliminated. So it's eliminated, and we're saying if it's true, so it means player definitely eliminated, so then hidden. And if it's false, so it means it's not, or if someone revived or something, right? So then visible, okay? And that's it. So same with other parameters, yeah? So you're just choosing that, and then you're choosing this hidden or visible. That's it. So again, compile, no errors, cool. And now same with all of that. So let's do HP, brush, conversion, set scalar parameter, then parameter will be progress, and value we need to link to our health. So this is our current health, and you may saw already there is maximum health, and that's why I had two parameters. And if I will click it now here, let's first add that visibility as well. Visibility, conversion, and is eliminated, hidden, visible. File, good. And now let's add that. I first wanted Boolean because you will see now I will start getting warning. Okay, conversion. Again, set scalar parameter. Now this will be press max, and value will be our max health. Okay. So it looks fine, right? Because we're controlling two separate parameters, but in the same material. There is no problem with that. They're not overlapping. But if I will compile this here, it's warning. It's not error. And by the way, it will work. Of course, I haven't tested this in a published game, but in a private game, it's working totally fine. But just be cautious about that. But basically what it says is warning that I'm trying to control with two bindings, same material, but I'm actually have two separate parameters in there. So I'm not doing something wrong. So it's something on Epic side, right? Okay, same again pattern for the shield. So shield, brush, conversion, scalar parameter, progress. And be careful, spell correctly. If something won't work, first thing, check all your spelling in here. So I want now shield, brush, and conversion, set scalar parameter. So it's again, why we need two parameters? Because this maximum value may change in a game. If in your case it's not changing, then you don't need that. You can set it directly in material and forget. But we know that in some cases we want that, and so then it's dynamically will adjust. Okay, and now final will be our boolean. So visibility, conversion, visibility, link is eliminated, hidden, visible. Again, compile with warnings. So now we have two warnings. And final is text. For the text, we won't choose text. And in here, we need conversion. Or wait, Actually, no, we don't need conversion. We can directly set that from player name, because you see it's a ping. So ping is basically, you see, it's if you hover over that, it says f text. So it's already text and we need text. Like that. Compile, no errors. Most important, there's no errors. Okay. So this is how that would work. You can see that I'm not displaying in a value, yeah, in numbers, how much shield or health player have. Let's add that, but I won't use this because as you can see by design, it's not fits anywhere, but you feel welcome to do this. I will just add on the side, so just you can see. So again, I'm just adding that. It looks overly, but this is just purely to show that numbers working. So let's start with HP. So we have that, again, text. And actually now we need conversion because we want to take value. So this is or integer or double. So double is our float. And this health and shield, it's actually a float. So we need to that. So we need convert into text. So then value will be our health. And everything else should be fine. See? Yep. And now for this as well. I forgot that because we will have in that image in avatar some background, so we need to use this alpha to remove that background. Otherwise, we will have some noise. So this mask is to remove outer edges. But then we need multiply alpha with this mask and then into opacity. Then we will have just pure this icon for avatar. So I will commit now and we'll test. And we have our avatar. So as you can see in avatar, there's no background, any noise. So we have my nickname, heal bar, shield, and then next to the progress bar, we have like 100 and 0. So this is numbers for our health and shield. So yeah, that looks good. Now if I will drink shield potion, so it's working. Okay. So we're losing health, so it's good, and we can restore it. So all that's working perfectly. Now let's test different avatars. Yep, it works perfectly. Yeah, looks good. So yeah, this update was really, really good. So with all this important stuff that we can now control and health and shield and other stuff. And actually, yeah, I forgot to show that let's die actually. And this our UI should disappear. And then when we'll respawn, it should appear. So you saw that my nickname and then 100 and that 0, it stayed because I didn't apply that visibility boolean, right? But our avatar, shield, and health bar, they disappeared. So this is really cool if you want, for example, show some other stuff again, like a custom UI, custom text, I don't know, something more custom, right? During all this down but not out, eliminations and other stuff which you saw in Widget UI. Now we have this is value. Okay, cool. I hope you will be able now create even cooler maps and share them, please. I'm interested to look onto your different creations and I think like with friends creating and map as well. And this will be helpful for us by a lot. So have fun. I would like to say thank you to my all supporters. I appreciate your support. Thank you for your generosity. You can join our growing Discord community, where we like to discuss UEFN tips and tricks, showcase our work, and help each other. You can find link in the description or in the channel header. You can get project files on my Patreon or just buy me a coffee to support me. If you're interested in learning more about UEFN materials, coding, widget UI, and more, feel free to subscribe and click that bell icon to get notifications when new videos will be released. See you soon.